66 duelists stepped into Pro Play Games this weekend to engage in the Phantom Rage event that they had at the store. And remember, this is only 66 players. 50 players got turned away because of attendance cap. Alright, now think about that. Alright, that would have been 110 people, but because of the world situation right now, we can't have that many. So today we're going to be talking about the Phantom Rage event, Top Cut, and what really came out of this event. So let's dig on into Phantom Rage, the first IRL event, shall we? So as I said, 66 players stepped on in to the Thunderdome, and we're going to have the top 3 deck list in a separate video later on tonight. I want to use this time to cover some of the more rogue decks, by rogue decks from the event. A couple things that piqued my interest. So first up, as you see here on the breakdown, there's not a single Prank Kids list in top 8. And before you go, Prank Kids, see, I knew you guys were full of crap, alright? No, the deck is still very good. Is it absolutely bejesus crazy? It's I would say it's tier 1 at the end of the day, but we had 3 Dragon Link having the highest representation out of this event. That does not surprise me at all, alright? We've seen that the Borreload Savage Lock is, pretty crazy, for the most part. We had 1 Infernal Knight. I mean, hand ripping was always going to be an issue in the game. Alright, there's nothing else I can say about that. The deck has been here. We also had 1 Invoked Dogmatica here. And we'll talk more about this in a second, but it really tickled my pickle to see this. Alright? We also had 1 Adamantipator. This deck has been asking to be explored by the player base, and I think this is kind of interesting when you look at the overall breakdown of things that have been happening at events so far. Adamantipator, while a lot of people have just kind of thrown it to the side and been like, this isn't my deck anymore, why would I want to play this? It still has that combo potential that it's kind of always had. Yeah, it can lose to a hand trap or two. I get that. 95% of the metagame right now loses to a single hand trap, unless your name's Zoodiac, or, you know, Invoke Dogmatica. Yeah, lose stopping yellows. Yeah, Invoke Dogmatica kind of stops. The only real deck it really matters is, like, Dragon Link, because they extend so far. So, the deck is susceptible. It depends on, like, how many extenders you open up, things like that, but the deck is kind of just, boop, oh, it exploded. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me to see that this did very well today. It's kind of up there. I would say it's like, it's not like, it's borderline tier 2 to tier 1.5, I would feel. And then we had 1 of the glue deck. Now, a lot of people refer to the Buster Blader deck as the glue deck, because it's like Buster Blader with like a whole bunch of like sprinkling kind of holding it together. And it's like, oh man, what kind of glue was today? It was the Elmer Fudd kind. I read that in the comment earlier, and I was like, huh? Is that the right kind of glue? Anyway, so we did have 1 of the Buster Blader deck. This deck has seen a rise in popularity online. Yeah, the deck is very good. When you watch it play, you're like, oh. And then we had 1 Zoodiac deck. And then the finals of this event was actually Zoodiac versus Dragon Link, with Zoodiac bringing it on home. Let's give it up for Zoodiac. Now, Zoodiac does have current limitations, which is fine. But we also have to understand that Zeus is a powerful card. Zeus is one of the, I wouldn't say best designed cards in a little while. It's definitely one of the most degenerate cards. Being a multi-chain board wipe to put you into a good position after your board bow attacks directly, of course. It's pretty good. Also, the deck can play the most amount of hand traps that it really wants to. I think that's the cool thing here. At the end of the day, the pure amount of hand traps that your deck can actually sustain and manage to play is really nice. Alright, you're definitely the king at that. Now, some things out of the PPG that kind of caught my attention. Now remember that this was a 66-man event. I do want to reiterate that once again. So the first list that we actually have here is Prank Kids. Now this was piloted by Marcus Fontes, and he made top 16 with this. So the first thing you're going to look at this list and you're going to go, Parallel Exceeds? Really? So the cool thing with Parallel Exceed and this style of deck is you're able to set up with a Rafflesia or whatever. I guess if you want to make a Verte at this point, I don't really recommend it, but you basically can set up the Rafflesia and then set up for additional abuse through traps. So if your opponent's holding the Nibiru or something, they kind of have to Nibiru you a little bit earlier. I guess it's kind of the cool part about this. So yes, we are looking to abuse Parallel Exceed in this deck. It's pretty cool. Outside of that, main deck looks very, very standard in terms of hand traps. Triple polymerization is, it might feel like a bit much, but I get why he's maxing out on it. Extra deck with a Verte to drop Thunder Fusion is pretty much become a standard norm at this point. Now when we look at the extra deck here, I do see that our Dragon, the Link 4, is in our side deck, which means we opted to play other things in the extra deck, which kind of feels like a little bit better of a call now. It's not every matchup that you're going to need it, and if you need it for games 2 and 3, you'll have access to it. I also see Denko Seka down here. Basically, we're boarding into back row hate. Alright, 95% of the metagame is going to be those heavy hitter decks that we've seen. You know, Dragon Link and all this other stuff. So having the dedicated board wipe for back row doesn't really matter in those resource or matchups. I also see we have Lancias for dinosaurs, Draw Unlocks for anything else. Dark Ruler, No More, Feather Dust. I also see we got a skill drain in this bitch just to flip up and abuse on the opponent. That's actually ingenious. Alright, hey, tell me if you thought you'd be seeing a Praying Kids deck today with skill drain in the frickin' side. Alright? I didn't. Good job, Marcus. I mean, it's not a top 8, but nonetheless, like, that's actually kind of cool. I also see next up here, the next list we're going to be discussing here, is Jerome Adams' top 8 beautiful Adamantipator list. So I see that we are playing the 2 copies of the Blue Egg. That way we can make sure that we have draw power. I know a lot of people in the earlier stages cut this. Alright, once we started to see the online metagame develop around the earlier time of the set, this card just obsolete. Nobody wanted to play this. I also see here that we've got standard Adamantipator boards, 2 Tackle Crusader. I also see that we're playing triple Supplier and triple copies Quackmire Guardian, and we do have the Dragoon package in here with 1 Imperial Order, 1 Red Reboot, and 2 Talents. Now, I get crap when I talk about wanting to only play 1 Talents, but this doesn't look bad. Extra deck looks very solid. Side deck 3 copies of Ash, triple copies Lancia, triple Nibiru, triple Twin Twister, triple Appointer. Looks very, very standard for the most part. Cool thing is, we're adapting the eggs to make sure that we get draw power. Red Reboot to make sure that we don't have to deal with pesky trap cards. I guess if we draw it, we draw it. If we don't, we don't. That's kind of where it feels. And it also rounds out our crappy Eldritch matchup all the more. I wish we were playing Nightmare Griffin so we could set the order, but we're not that cool. So, Mr. Jerome's list looks very, very standard. And then the last list I want to talk about for this video is George Pagan's top 8 list here for Dogmatica Invoked. Now, this does look very, very standard here, and I do think that that's not particularly a bad thing. 2 Floor 1 Maximus rounds out very well. I also see here that we're playing triple Desires, triple Talents, and the triple copies of just maximum Don't Lose to Dragoon potential. I also see that we are playing the Black Luster Soldier link in this. Now, a lot of people, I kind of think I've seen this a couple times before, but I wanted to go ahead and reiterate this once again, that we are getting the chance to see this, which is really freaking cool. The side deck on this, we have Skullmeisters in here. Alright, we have Lancias, Nibirus, all the fun standard stuff. And then we see Cosmic Cyclone in here. The 1-card engine deck still trucking along on its engine, which is very, very nice. So, these are all of the deck lists I wanted to cover for this video. We will talk about the top 3 later this afternoon, including the glue deck, and of course, the winning Zoodiac deck list for you guys. So, guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see you guys later this afternoon. Alright, guys, I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.